context is legit. Like I was saying, it's like the competition dogs, like I want them to train within context, you know, not try to go outside of it too much, because I want to use that context to the dog's advantage. If you expect something to come up, you know, him having that anticipation, everybody looks at that as such a bad thing, but I think it's great. That's the first sign of understanding, and if I can get them to start understanding quicker and better, then we're going to use that to our advantage. So I'll have them train in context a lot. Like if they're going in the same direction all the time for their sit, I don't want them doing their sit all over the place and anywhere and everywhere. It's always going the same back in the same direction for it, so that way the dog starts anticipating that it's coming, and it's fine. It's easy to squash anticipation. That's super simple. It's difficult to gain understanding. That can take a long time, so I want that. Eventually you're going to come back around and hit it out in all the other different contexts, but with like pet dog stuff, almost immediately you have to start training multiple contexts so the dogs understand that what they're doing is done in all different atmospheres and all different contexts. It's a lot more simplified though, in that realm. You know, we're not asking for such exactness or precision on that, so obviously context can be opened up faster and right away. But yeah, that's a real deal thing. You know, I kind of make the example with horse trainers. A lot of horses where they have to do one thing going right and the exact same thing you have to teach it all over again going left. It's just the way their brains work, and the dogs they are a little bit that way for sure, but there's definite context and situations. I'll see people doing like a circle around and then they stop, and the dog expects something, or a circle around, and they reward their dog every time in the same circle in the same spot on the field or something like that, or in the same area, or every time they stop they reward the dog, and then all of a sudden the dog brings in the context for whenever that's coming, because they're so used to it, versus like it could be coming anytime. So yeah, you have to mix up context depending on what you're doing, and kind of like use it to your advantage, or be aware of it, that it can be a disadvantage if you're not aware of it, if you will, or addressing it at least. And so yeah, that's basically context for me, the way I